All right, now we're going to make our way to what's it called, the famous El Poblado area, and apparently that's the area that you're supposed to be in, where a lot of activities actually takes place. It's very busy for a weekday in Medellin. A lot of locals and tourists just going and doing their own thing. All right, I think we're getting to the side of El Poblado that's a bit more alive. So let's see. So, food. The competition is rather heavy, I have to say. We've been here during the day, and it was just dead, nothing happening. And now everyone's out and about. It really doesn't make sense sometimes. In Asian countries, what I've noticed is that a lot of people would come out at night because of the heat. But we are the place that's called that has the eternal, what's it called? Eternal spring. What's the city of eternal spring? So if people are saying this is the city of eternal spring, I would take it that people would be out and about during the day. But today or earlier, it was just like really dead, and you're thinking, did we come to the wrong place? Where is everybody? And all of a sudden you get here, and then at night, that's when people start showing up. I still couldn't, I'm trying to figure out why, but I think I still can't figure that out, why there are less people during the day. I understand the idea of people going to actually work. You go to work and then you want to unwind at night, so you come to the area to have food. Yeah, I can understand that, but it still doesn't.
Tú sabes, ellas te envuelven y cuando te...
But it still doesn't make sense why, people would be just show up at night. So anyway, it doesn't have to make sense, but it's just the way things are. I think there is a underbelly to what happens in Medellin or places like this, and the underbelly has to do with a lot of gringos coming to try to have fun, and it's supposed to be they go and look for the wrong type of fun, and before you know it, it goes downhill pretty quickly. And there have been cases of people disappearing or just losing everything, and it doesn't seem to stop most people. So that is one of those things that business seems to be slow today for some strange reason. And I just wonder, if it's this busy during the week, what is it like during the weekend? It must be insane. No. It's amazing the amount of things that are for sale. It's like everything is for sale. You get people, vendors pushing things and people sitting on the side, you know, a lot of things, everything is for sale. It is amazing. So Andy. So there's a lot of.
Look, party tonight. Right. In my place tonight, beers are medium price and super one.
No. The guy was trying to offer me something, but I don't know what it is, and I really don't want to know. As I said, a lot of things are for sale, put it that way. If you want it bad enough, there will be always someone who is willing to give it to you bad enough, and that's it. A lot of vegetation here. Looks almost homely. You almost want to forget where you are. Kebab seems to be a staple here, or tacos. So a lot of restaurants, drinks. A bit quieter here. Yep, El Poblado is an interesting place. I've been scratching my head to basically understand how this area was built. I think we're in not Laureles, and not.
Tonight, no go free in the nightclub. Check it out.
Gracias.
No. Someone invited me to go to the nightclub, check it out. To do what? Well, what do you think people do at nightclubs? No, gracias. All right. I think we've gone round the place enough. So it's quite small, almost similar to the Provenza area. The Provenza, it has just a strip straight on. You go up and down. This one feels more like a park with all the greenery and everything. But the problem is that it's a little so I don't know which one was created first, this park here. I don't know if this one is the I don't know the name Laureles or no, I don't know, somewhere. Anyway, but it seems it probably got busy, and someone saw potential and created another one. So make it bigger, and then the bigger it got, more people come because the city is rather big, and then you just start to see more and more people. So yeah, oh, Las Lleras, Parque Las Lleras. All right, so that's where we are. All right. Okay, gracias. So, okay, so this is Parque Lleras. So yeah, and I just wonder which one came first, who built what, and how did it come about. It would be interesting to see because I wouldn't think that they just all of a sudden decided we're going to build this park, put all the restaurants and bars here, and then all the girls showed up. I think it would be a gradual thing that probably just existed already in the area, and then they did whatever they could to clean it up. So I think that would make a bit more sense. Just similar to something someone said about the area, saying, oh, look at what all the gringos have done to Medellin and the look at what they've done to Medellin and all our people. And all of a sudden, someone commented and said, look, and someone said, look, it's not. And they said, look, the girls on the streets have always existed in the country, so it's nothing new. So it's a bit too easy to blame the gringos for coming to enjoy what was already available. So I think that's a valid point. it's interesting how people, the blame game when it comes to nightlife and how it evolves, that no matter or the country you go to, you see the same thing. Thailand has that reputation, the nightlife, and people saying, oh, you go in there to, you know, exploit the women. And to a certain degree it is, but then who's exploiting who? You see, the debate, I think there was a documentary, and some people actually weighed in on the debate, and it's a more complex one than just who's right and who's wrong. And the more you look at it, it's a bit more complicated. And it is fascinating about how it got started. I remember the taxi driver earlier today was saying, hey, even in the Bible, it's one of the oldest, what's the word? Oldest jobs, or anyway, there's a word for that, oldest job in the world. And people say, it doesn't matter how you look at it, but the interesting thing is that the debate has been raging for years, sometimes coming from people, sometimes coming from people who haven't really experienced it. Those who have experienced the exploitative side of things, then it's just such a big conversation. And those who are religious and saying, oh, it's immoral, and those who are not and saying, oh, live and let live. If you don't want to partake of this, that's fine. You could just leave. And people are like, well, okay. And then if you have those who are just in between, so you know, if it's consensual, anyway, the debate is just keeps raging. I don't think it would ever end, because the debate is probably just as old as humanity.